Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you wherever you are. With the final production design of Cybertruck right around the corner, we've still got some unanswered questions that need to be taken care of. Let me explain. Hold up, if I'm wrong or missing some piece of information, just let me know in the comments. Just because I make YouTube videos doesn't mean I know everything. And I know there's a Christmas tree in the back. It's March, I know. What can I say? So number one, safety benchmarks. This has long been a standing criticism of the Cybertruck's exoskeleton design, and Tesla is known for their incredible safe car designs. The Model 3 is the safest car ever tested by the United States government, and you might know why. In addition to the traditional crumple zone found in the front end of most modern cars, Tesla's current vehicles are missing one really important thing: an engine. Of course, obviously. This gives the car a much more effective crumple zone. And the glass roof in today's Teslas is incredibly strong. The Model 3 can withstand a peak force of 20,000 pounds. That is absolutely insane. So Cybertruck doesn't have any of these traditional crumple zones, but has other features to make up for it. First, the truck's glass roof is even stronger than the Model 3, and Tesla claims that the glass roof itself is made to absorb and redirect impact forces, or something like that. In a way, the expansive glass roof is its own crumple zone. The question then is a crumple zone on top of the passengers comparable in safety to being in front of the passengers? We don't know. And continuing with our dear passengers, the consequences of an overly stiff structure are pretty severe in a car crash. I mean, it's simple physics. The force of an impact has to go somewhere. That somewhere is the passengers. Or as the long-running joke goes, the crumple zone is the other car. So airbags aren't everything, but Cybertruck will also be able to deploy airbags based on you, your weight, your positioning, your direction, your sex, and even weight distribution.
So a child could conceivably sit in the front seat.
Unbelted child sitting in a bad position, probably still fine.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Probably still fine. What?
And we'll update it over the air, so it even gets better over time.
Does Cybertruck even need a crumple zone? And all this is just reactive safety features, not proactive. On top of the impact resistance for passenger safety, Cybertruck will still have all of Tesla's standard obstacle avoidance features, or whatever you want to call them. Obviously, Tesla isn't ignoring safety with Cybertruck's design, but we don't know exactly how they'll be addressing it in the final design. Speaking of, we don't know anything about the actual, legitimate, upcoming final design. In terms of size, Elon Musk announced the Cybertruck would have a 3% smaller body than the unveiled prototype, but later retracted that statement and then later retracted the retracted statement. So now it looks like Cybertruck will end up being about 3% smaller of what we saw at the unveil. Ugh, but who knows? We also don't know anything about the actual range of the truck. Tesla's prototype specs were about 250 miles for the rear wheel drive model, 300 for the dual motor, and over 500 for the tri-motor. But on the most recent interview with Joe Rogan and Elon Musk, Elon himself said, "We'll have to pick a range for the initial version. It'll be somewhere over 300 miles. Tesla has an unspoken kind of minimum range standard today of about 250 miles, which is why the standard range Model Y was recently taken off menu. It was like 244 or something. But the minimum of 300 miles raises the question, will they even make the single motor Cybertruck? We don't have any clue. Sometimes I really think that Tesla would really benefit from a better or existent PR department, but then we wouldn't have Tesla as we know it today, would we? From Battery Day, we found out that the Cybertruck would be produced with Tesla's new battery technology, including a 100% nickel battery. These batteries would cost more to source and manufacture, but would yield a much higher energy density, which is a fantastic trade-off for the big heavy vehicles like the Cybertruck and the Semi. And which tires will come standard? Off-road like the prototype, or street tires? For comparison, the F-150 comes standard, I guess, with street tires. They're cheaper, more efficient, which gives you better range, and of course they're quieter than the off-road Goodyear tires that we saw on the prototype. Here's what street tires might look like on the Cybertruck. I mean, give those puppies a wheel cover and I think those will do just fine. Maybe. Our third unanswered question will come after a word from our sponsor. Great. The Cybertruck doesn't exactly fit conventional automotive design standards, but there are a series of actual questions about whether or not they'll be even allowed to be produced legally in North America. In North America and Europe, issues range from the tires sticking out past the edge of the fenders, to the lack of side mirrors, and there's no pedestrian-friendly bumper. And apparently, while the headlight bar is technically road legal, the taillights are not, since they're not mounted on a static, unmoving surface. They're on the tailgate. It does appear that the side mirrors won't be an issue though, since they'll be mounted and replaced with the cameras. And Cadillac has already set the precedent for replacing mirrors with screens, starting back in 2016. And the tires could be fixed with less aggressive street tires like we've already covered, or with some slight tweaks to axle width or fender length, anything along those lines. As for the pedestrian-friendly bumper, well, let's just hope that AI can save our knees and not a single piece of plastic. Long story short, Tesla has been working on these exact issues for years. It's safe to say they probably won't be an issue. But we still don't know their solutions, so here we are on YouTube. Those are the three biggest unanswered questions about the Cybertruck. But we still got some time left in the video. So here are some rapid fire questions. Will FSD be able to pull a trailer? Yoke or wheel? Is Schrodinger's cat alive or dead? Will the Cybertruck be compatible with the future semi-mega chargers? How quickly will production ramp, and how long until they deliver every single order in the queue? And as always, we don't know what we don't know. There are still tons of things that Tesla is actively working on that we have absolutely no clue about. I would do anything to be a fly on the wall in their design studio. Anyways, that's it for me. My name is Troy Bekoff. Thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot. Take care.